Chartemis Prime, Chartemis Prime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it. Taking bad hits, taking bad shit.
Subscribe. Give her a facelift, huh? Get it? Hey, what's up, you guys? Chartemis Prime here, doing another Marvel Legends figure review. Not a Marvel Legends, but the Star Wars 6-inch Black Series Stormtrooper from Wave 3. I absolutely love this Black Series, man. These figures have not hit retail yet. When they do, I am going to grab every single Stormtrooper I can possibly find. But until then, you can get it at Big Bad Toy Store.
Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
We have the same packaging that we've seen with all the other Star Wars 6-inch Black Series. Apparently it's going to change soon from what we saw at Toy Fair. We get this medallion image of the Stormtrooper right over there. Pretty cool looking Stormtrooper. And then on the back over here, it says, some poses may require additional support. I thought that was kind of funny. And then we have some Stormtroopers right there from episode 4. And then on the back, it says, Stormtroopers board the Rebel blockade runner Tentive 4 and send word to Darth Vader that they have captured Princess Leia. And for Lord Vader, we have a prisoner. So here's the side of the packaging, and then there's the other side of the packaging, and then that's it. So let's crack this thing open. Now this is a figure that fans have been wanting to see very badly, and Hasbro has delivered. This is a great figure. To be expected, it is more or less just a retooled Sand Trooper. I mean, the Sand Trooper is more or less the same thing. We do have different belts over here and different paint applications right here on the helmet, and of course he has the sand paint all over him. But if you want to get a bunch of these guys and remove all his accessories and paint the belt white over here and just paint all these other areas white, it's going to take a little bit more than that. There are differences in the helmets and in the belts as well. But overall, I mean, this figure, you know, the sculpt is more or less the same as the Sand Trooper, like I already said. But it's just very, very cool having this clean white Stormtrooper over here. It is awesome. I really like it a lot. Now, he comes with 2 guns, and that's really about it. So let's take a close look at those, and then we'll take a closer look at the figure. Stormtrooper has a very nice holster attached to his belt, and he does have the one gun that he does share with the Sand Trooper. So this is the only accessory that is the same of which the Sand Trooper has. It's not a bad looking blaster. The only thing on mine, it seems like it's a little warped. I don't know. Yeah, so the one with the 2 on it is from the Stormtrooper, and the one without the 2 is from the Sand Trooper. And yeah, these definitely are the same exact gun. Going back to the holster over here, I really like how it has these lines sculpted in here. It has this leather kind of effect. And it's not a very pliable material at all. It's pretty firm. And then we get this rifle over here, which is a unique weapon for the Stormtrooper. It looks great. I love the silver paint applications. Just a beautiful looking piece. I love that they're doing that with these figures, giving us some silver paint apps over the black, especially on the weapons. Now, for quite some time, I think Hasbro has been doing a great job on their paint applications. Very, very clean line work. Things have been looking pretty good, in my opinion anyway. And I think this Stormtrooper is a perfect example of that. Look at all these clean lines right here in this nose area. I think that came out looking great. The black paint applications look really cool over here. And these little blue lines are all pretty well done and sculpted too, so that's pretty cool also. And we have some gray applications over here, and then taking a look at the back of the head. Yeah, this looks really, really nice. Very, very clean work. Great job on the head sculpt. Now to show you some differences with the Sand Trooper, you could see, like, you know, the blue on the Sand Trooper is different. We have more lines right here with the Stormtrooper. Right there on the back of the head. And then looking at the rest of the figure, there's not a whole lot to say. It's kind of funny, the ab section on these figures are completely different. So I guess that's another accuracy that they got down, but you can see there's a solid panel right there in the middle, and this has the riveted lines over here. They both have the dot things going right there. But one thing I really appreciate about this figure is that in these black sections, you could see wrinkles. So it looks like he's wearing like a rubbery kind of material right there in the hips. You can see it in the elbows a little bit, and the armpits. But overall, this is just a very clean figure. I really like how it looks. It's got that solid white going on. Here's the other side of the belt. We saw the holster side already. And there's this canister thing right there, which I don't know what it's for, but we have some gray paint applications on that. Then we have that one prominent left knee pad sticking out over there. And then that above the knee riveted dealy. I don't know what it is. Okay. And then here's the Stormtrooper feet. And he does have some gray paint applications at the bottom of his feet, as well as some peg holes. And then here's taking a quick look at the back of the figure. Again, those wrinkles in the black section really make the figure stand out to me. I always like the details. Now, as far as articulation goes, we do get the same exact thing that we got with the Sand Trooper figure. The head is on a disc hinge, and it can shift forward and back a little bit like that. So that's pretty cool. travel, and you can rotate it side to side, and it does have a little bit of a neck pivot over here. So a lot of head articulation. Unfortunately though, just like the Sand Trooper, you cannot interchange the heads so that you put a Luke Skywalker or a Han Solo over here. That does not work out too well. The ball peg's just way too big for this Luke Skywalker, and this is the Bespin Luke, by the way. He has shoulders that move outward only that much. He does get a little hindered right over here from the shoulder pads, and you can rotate them forward. He has a bicep swivel over here, double jointed elbows that bend in that far, and you can rotate the wrists side to side. And on the left hand, the hand moves down and up, and then on this right hand, it rotates side to side. It has this side to side pivot over here. Another thing to mention is that the right side does have the trigger finger sticking out, where the left hand also has a trigger finger, but it's not nearly as prominent as it is on the right hand. God damn it, Odin! The figure has a nice diaphragm joint. It allows it to move forward and back right here, so we get some ab crunching action. It rotates right here at the diaphragm too, and you get a little bit of pivot. He has some hip joints that can move out that much, and he can kick forward. Similar kind of thing with the Sand Trooper though, it kind of moves outward a little bit as you move forward due to the armor right over here, but this can bend, so there are ways to mess with it, but you will kind of get some dents and everything at the top of these things. He does have some upper thigh rotation over here, double jointed knees, they bend in very far, and he has ankles that move down, up, and a beautiful ankle pivot. Yes! So the Stormtrooper stands just at about 6 inches tall. And here he is standing next to a Sand Trooper. Oh my god, they're the same exact height. I had no idea it would be like that. And here's a Stormtrooper compared to our X-Wing fighter pilot Luke Skywalker and the SDCC exclusive Boba Fett. And here he is next to some other Marvel Legends army builders. We have the Winter Soldier Wave Hydra Soldier and the AIM Soldier. Big time letdown Spider-Man. So he's a little shorter than our Marvel Legends, just as all of the other Black Series figures are. I highly recommend this figure. I mean, it's going to cost you at least 20 bucks. It's going to be hard to get, I could tell already. People are going to be going crazy for it. So what am I going to say? Don't get the figure? Yeah, don't get it. So I don't recommend this figure at all. But if you see one, pick one up for me and I'll pay for it and send it over. Okay, I hope you guys liked my review. Hit the like button if you did. Leave a comment and I'll catch you later. Peace. Oh, excuse me.